day of qualifying, Walter Ray went to a horseshoe match here in St. Louis, and he said he defeated soundly 4 opponents. Right now, he's what, 1 match under his belt.
Yep, he went across the river, and he's going to have a match or 2 tonight.
Well, he's got 2 left here if he wants to win his 2nd title of the season. Now, Eugene McCune, the Rocket Man of professional bowling, qualified 2nd. This is the semifinal match. He leaves nothing in the bag, Chris. When he gets it striking, it's a lot of fun.
A lot of maneuvering before the shot with his grip. That got there quicker than any bowling ball today.
Well, Eugene, just a terrific natural athlete. Tall, powerful. Watch the whip he gets on it. The full push away, the full extension. You don't see many real tall players with this full extension, and he just snaps through it as hard as he can with good wrist action. He still has the youthful timing to snap that wrist through. The only trouble he has is kind of with his attitude sometimes. When things go bad for Eugene, he kind of throws the towel in, but right now he's off to a good start. He has never won a pro tournament yet. This is the semifinal match, Bud Light tournament.
Sliding by, leading the 2-4-5. I know his dad, Hall of Famer Don McCune, winced on that one.
Well, he just threw it through the break. I mean, it's like hitting a putt through a little break. You can't throw it so hard that it doesn't take the break. He has the right trajectory, but too much ball speed.
All right, Eugene, from Munster, Indiana, in the northwest corner of the Hoosier State. Stockton, California. 10 in a row, last game.
Oh, 7-10.
10-pin blues.
It's the only thing Walter has left so far, 10-pin after 10 in a row in the first match, a 10-pin here. And one thing that makes Walter so good is his accuracy and his arm acceleration. Let's watch on this spare and on his strike ball how he accelerates that arm through the target.
Came a little slower and so smooth. You know, tomorrow night on ABC, it's a special hour of America's Funniest Home Videos, followed by an all-new Lois and Clark. Then Bill Murray and Richard Dreyfuss star in the network premiere of What About Bob? All tomorrow night, starting at 7, 6 Central on ABC. Striking the 3rd frame here in the semifinal game, the winner to meet the tournament leader, Andy Nair.
Eugene McCune with the full grip. Stretches that large hand over the surface of the ball. Circumference of the ball 27 inches. He's taken up about 6.5 of them with that grip and just lets her rip.
He replays it in his own mind and with body English, doesn't he?
Oh, he's fun to watch. You know, there's players in every sport that the other players like to go watch, and 2 of them are out there right now in the semifinal, Walter Ray and the Rocket Man, Eugene McCune. Eugene will be playing about the same place as Walter, outside, playing in the dry part of the lane, just driving the ball straight up the lane. With a double here, he could take the lead.
All but the 5.
I don't know how you make an adjustment when you're throwing that hard. You're throwing it through the break. If he softens the shot up, he may go high, as we saw Dave Arnold struggle with on this left-hand lane. He just has to go a little more direct to the pocket. Spare here, both players will have started strike spare, strike spare.
24 match games. He had a record of 17-7. Eugene McCune, we are all even. Now, if you want unique art in St. Louis, a great locale would be the Cathedral of St. Louis, which is home to the largest collection. To the honorees and the salute to champions tonight, the great Earl Anthony, former president of the Hall of Fame, proprietor, Long Island and Florida, Nick Momondo. Jack Rackard, chairman of Brunswick, will be the other recipient tonight.
Walter Ray Williams up in the 4th frame. The match is all even. He could take a 10-pin lead with a strike.
like it's
He looks down at the
4-5.
lane, but we have the luxury of being from the overhead here, and Walter pulled that ball left of target, and it slides. Look at this shot. He's been outside the second arrow, and that time he goes inside the second arrow. Uncharacteristically wild shot by Walter. Leaves the 2-4-5-8 tough spare. He needs this to stay even in the match.
Well, I want to give us... I'll give you a staggering statistic later, but here's the man all ready for the Salute to Champions dinner tonight in the black tie, Del Ballard.
Hi, Andy. The winner of this tournament gets to go to the Hall of Fame banquet tonight. You ready to get fitted for the tux?
Well, there's a lot of benefits that go with winning this tournament, and it'd be my first title, and I'd like to go to that banquet.
Oh, all right. I think he wants to win really bad.
Okay. 4-7 for Walter Ray.
I wonder how Dell got that tux. I mean, I guess he bought himself a ticket. That's
Well, he's
for
got
sure.
a lot of money.
Well, I know. U.S. Open champion, 2-time. Going to defend that title in Detroit later on this year. As you see, Walter up in the 5th frame, 4-7 spare. He trails by 2.
Okay, he can rest now, and Eugene McCune is up ready to blast one down the lanes. That hung right on the edge.
As an older adult, I didn't want to spend all my time binge watching television, so I said, let me go back to school.
Upcoming stops at $210,000 True Value Open, and get the time 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Peoria time. That's next week. Then 2 weeks from today, we go to Toledo. We're back to our 3 o'clock time slot for the PBA National Championship, Bo.
You're right, Chris, and this is a man who had a chance to win the national championship last year. He lost to Ron Palumbi, who was actually in our first match here today. He has a 2-pin lead. He has struggled on the left-hand lane, being light on both shots, the 2-4-5, and then the 5-pin in the 4th frame with a double here. He'd have a 12-pin lead over Walter Ray.
He's 25 years old, 6'1", 165 pounds.
25-second fine for Eugene McCune. He took a little too much time, and it's a $100 fine for taking 25 seconds or more. If he does it again, it'll be $1,000.
Whoops. Walter Ray did it that way. That statistic I wanted to get to, Bo. 2 years ago, when Walter Ray won his 5th World Horseshoe pitching title, 88% ringers in 2,000 pitches.
Ooh. I know he told me when he won, set the record in 1990 with a 92% record. Now, here he is on the lane he struggled with. He needs to just keep that loft up, that speed, be very aggressive, cut the match lead down to 12 pins. They got 2 pins.
All right. This is our semifinal game. Andy Nyer is waiting in the wings to meet the winner. Downtown St. Louis has many famous landmarks. Here are 2 for the price of 1. The old court horse.
Keeps cold symptoms from coming back.
Pac-10 powers meet when UCLA invades Arizona or Georgia battles LSU. It's Pizza Hut College basketball next on ABC.
Here at the Bud Light Hall of Fame Championship in the 7th frame, Eugene McCune, the bad shot, leaving the 3-6-9-10, marked with a spare. Now, here in the 8th, he is left in the bucket, 2-4-5-8.
This is a combination similar to what he missed to lose the national championship last year. All right with that one, but he's really opened the door for Walter Ray, who has a 6-pin lead, double working 8th frame.
That's 7. Wow.
3 in a row.
That up close and personal, Walter Ray's had the he reflected on his natural ability. And you see him saw out the 5, drive it over the sideboard, and then luckily take out the 7. That's only a 50% shot when you miss it on the first shot. But you see his natural ability coming through. He was out of time that last time, muscled the ball into the pocket. Now he has a chance to take a 26-spin lead, 9th frame.
Just joined us. He had 10 in the row in the previous game. Left the 10 pin on the 11th shot. Fired a 289 to Ron Palumbi's 195.
He spills all the pins over on the left side. The head pin hits on to the 2, the 5 over into the 4-7 zone, and he's put the pressure on Eugene McCune. The best he can bowl is 222. Still in it.
All this for the Bud Light Hall of Fame Championship.
Eugene, whose dad, Don, was the bowler of the year in 1973, must strike on this ball. Pardon me, Chris, has a possible 222. If he strikes out, he'd force Walter to spare. Just couldn't get untracked on the left-hand lane. The ball hung out there for the first 2 shots on the lane. Then he made an adjustment, hooked it too much. Now he has a 4-9 split. It's inconsequential because he cannot win the match.
His sister, Chris, watching in New Orleans. She's a successful member of the LPBA.
The split. Did I win?
Hanging in there and wishing him luck, of course.
Chris, is this domination? Nobody has bowled a 200 game in the championship round except Walter. The other players have bowled 190, 195, 188, 181, and here Walter had 289 and a possible 248.
Sorry? High enough?
Solid 7, makes no difference. If he spares and strikes, it'll be 227. It sets up the championship match. It's going to be Walter Ray Williams Jr. against Andy Nair, the first lefty to bowl for a title this year.
And a man looking for his first win. So it should be something here in the Bud Light Hall of Fame Championship.